Alright, a lot's been happening with the Steam Deck lately. We've had new beta updates in just 2 weeks. Steam just broke another player record, bundles got smarter, and Valve's been quietly making the deck verified system way more visible. It's been a couple of busy weeks, so let's go through what's new, what's fixed, and why this stuff actually matters if you play on the Steam Deck. So first up, the updates. Valve's been rolling out a bunch of small patches lately, and while none of them are huge headline features, together they make the deck feel noticeably cleaner and more reliable. Now let's rewind a bit. Between October 13th and 15th, we got a wave of beta client updates. They fixed a bunch of weird stuff like launch dialogues appearing for blocked games, alerts not showing up on web pages, the wrong network icon on startup, and even the quick access menu being slightly off when you're in the game. Controllers also got some love. The PS5 gyro finally works properly over Bluetooth, Nintendo controllers are a lot more stable, and the guide button no longer opens the overlay when it's disabled. They also improved accessibility with better high contrast support and fixed issue with copying text to the clipboard. These are all small changes, but if you use your deck every day, you definitely feel it. And now we've got a fresh one. Just the other day, SteamOS 3.7.17 beta nicknamed the Blues. Here's what's actually in it. Some games are launching with the wrong Steam Play settings right after purchase, and that's been fixed now. Bluetooth pairing has been cleaned up, so devices now actually show up when you toggle Bluetooth back on a lot more reliably. There's a nice little security tweak, a suspicious chat warning that pops up if Steam thinks a message might be malicious. This security disables links until you clear the warning, which is pretty smart, just one of those small safety things that makes a difference. Remote Play Together got a quality of life fix too. When you enable or disable player inputs, Steam now remembers it per game. Game recording was also updated. It's still not a reliable one, but timeline markers now show up correctly even when you're reviewing recordings outside of a game. And finally, Valve temporarily disabled experimental wake on Bluetooth for the LCD model again while they investigate some random wake up issues. So if your deck's been turning on by itself, this is probably it. This is not that flashy of an update, but the kind of behind the scenes work that keeps the deck feeling stable. If you're on the beta or preview channel, go ahead and grab this one. It's been pretty solid so far, and I've not had any of my decky plugins break. Alright, switching gears, talking about some other news. Steam has broken another record last week, 41.6 million players concurrently. This is absolutely massive. To put it in perspective, that's more than double what Steam saw just 5 years ago. It's partly because of some big fall releases, but also PC hardware has been more affordable, and a ton of new players from countries like India and Brazil with a lot of population are joining in. For Steam Deck users, that's great news. More players means fuller servers, more active communities, and more incentive for developers to optimize their games for the Steam Deck. It's another reminder that PC gaming and handheld PC gaming is stronger than ever right now. Now let's talk about something that will make your wallet a little happier. Steam has quietly updated how bundles work, and it's one of those features that makes you wonder why it wasn't there sooner. Basically, when you visit a game store page, Steam now automatically shows you every bundle that game is part of. And if you already own some of the games in that bundle, Steam knocks those off the price automatically, so you're only paying for what you don't own. If you collect a lot of publisher bundles or themed sets, this is a really nice quality of life improvement, especially during the big sales. Now, before you buy a single title, you should always check that bundle and complete your collection tab. You might save enough for an extra game or two. I'll have a link in the description for some examples, you should check those out. Finally, something subtle but a sign of where Valve's headed. They've started giving deck verified games their own dedicated store pages. Now these pages highlight the deck verified badge front and center, they show clean UI previews, and make the works great on deck message impossible to miss. It's a small design change, but it's a big step towards making the deck a first-class citizen inside the whole Steam ecosystem. For developers, that green checkmark just got a lot more variable, and for us players, it's another layer of trust. Now keep in mind, the verified system still has its quirks. It doesn't directly test performance, but when you see a deck verified game promoted that way, you can be confident that it will run well without tweaking or without proton hunting or trying different settings. I like this move a lot. It's Valve saying, yeah, the deck isn't an experiment anymore. It's part of Steam now, and we should all embrace it. So yeah, no new wild features this week, but a ton of small stuff that actually matters. The deck feels smoother, Steam's community is bigger than ever, bundles are fairer, and deck verified games are finally getting the attention they deserve. It's all little progress, and honestly I'll take weeks like this over a big messy overhaul that breaks my plugins. If you're testing the beta, drop a comment below, let me know how it's running for you, if you've encountered any issues, and if you're sticking with a stable build, what is a feature that you want to see roll out next on the Steam Deck that you've been missing. That's gonna be it for this week's news. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribing for more Steam Deck content, and after you're done with the video, maybe you can check out the Steam group and Steam Flow curator page, where we have a tight little community and I post reviews and benchmarks for every game I test on the Steam Deck. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.